After 7 brutal years, the boys finally killed of one of its original members. And honestly, nobody shows Frenchie is going to like this. And season 5 did not just raise the stakes and completely change the endgame for Homelander and proved that no one is safe. For weeks, fans complained that the boys season 5 was moving too slowly. The pacing felt off and story felt smaller, and people started wondering of if the show had lost its edge before its final episodes, but episode 7 just silenced all of that criticism. Because what started as another mission turned out into the most emotional death and the series has ever delivered. And in this episode, up till now, the boys believe that no one would way to stop Homelander, the virus, the V1, the deadly anti-Supe weapons, and supposed to be the ultimate equalizer. But everything changed after episode 6. Soldier Boy somehow made Homelander immune to the virus, which instantly made the entire plan useless. And years to build up, gone. So Butcher and the team were forced to come up with something even more dangerous. The answer was hidden inside the Soldier Boy himself. His radiation blast, the one of the capable of stripping troops of their abilities entirely. If they could recreate that, Homelander could finally be beaten. So Frenchie and Butcher started experimenting on Kimiko using intense radiation exposure, hoping her healing factor would evolve into something powerful enough to replicate Soldier Boy's blast. But experiments failed again and again and again. Meanwhile, Butcher, Huey, and Mother's Milk and Starlight left the hideout to investigate Homelander's next move. And that's when everything went wrong. So, in the next part, Homelander discovered that Sister Sage and was hiding inside the boys' base. And once you know where they were, it was over. The tension in this scene was insane. Because unlike previous episodes, you genuinely felt like something was not making it out alive. Frenchie immediately told Kimiko and Sister Sage to hide inside the drink-lined boiler, the only places Homelander could not see through. But Frenchie, he had nowhere left to go. He stepped inside the radiation chamber they had been using for Kimiko's experiment. And this is where the episode becomes heartbreaking, because Frenchie already knew what would happen next. When Homelander confronted him, Frenchie activated the machine, flooding the room with the deadly radiation, not because he thought he could survive, but because he was willing to die if it meant awakening Homelander. That moment perfectly captures who Frenchie always was. Shouting, broken, funny, and ultimately selfless. Then come up the scene that destroyed fans immediately after Homelander left. Frenchie is already dying, bleeding out, barely conscious. And in the final moments, Kimiko held him in her arms. And after years of trauma, violence, and one of the strangest love stories on television, that was the goodbye. As painful as this moment was for the boys, season 5, Frenchie's death actually makes perfect sense. Because for the first time in the boys' history, a core member of the team is gone from the boys' family. And the show desperately needed that before the finale. Other major characters already died this season, like Train, Firecracker, Black Noir. But so by the way, episode 7 shattered that illusion completely. Now healing into the finale, every single character feels vulnerable. And honestly, the exactly what a final season should be like. And there's another reason this death works so well. So everyone knows the what season is coming. Frenchie and Kimiko were never meant to have a happy ending, and their relationship was built to guilt and violence and the surviving trauma together. One of them was always going to be die before their story ended. The only question was who Frenchie's death changes everything moving forward. Kimiko is broken, the team is shaken, and Homelander now knows just how desperate his enemies have become. And with only one few left in the finale, the boys just proved that absolutely nobody is safe anymore. And if Frenchie can die, who's next? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe for the voice updates and ending explanations and final predictions, and tell me in the comments.